Okay, so we're just going to talk a little bit about squatting with restrictions in the ankle and the hip. I don't do a lot of squats with my clients or my footy players, simply because football is very quad dominant and knee stress heavy already. We don't need to load them up with 80, 100, 120 kilogram squats just to reinforce that even more. It's just going to cause more injuries. So we do lots of deadlifts, hamstring and glute work just to even up all the running and volume that you do during the year. So, but getting back to the restriction bit, so if you've got ankle mobility issues, it means that your knees can't come forward very far from their straight position. Okay, so dorsiflexion is that one. Obviously in a squat, you need to be able to come forward a little bit. If you're restricted through the hips, it's going to limit your movement pattern, and over time you'll develop a quad dominant pattern, which means you're sort of hunched over a bit, and every time you go to do something you come forward like this. Okay, so what that does, it doesn't engage the glutes or the hamstrings. Okay, so those who have done squats before, have been taught properly, will know that you've got to break at the hips first. Okay, if you've got the weak glutes, your body won't do that. Your body will take the path of least resistance, and the easiest way is just to squat down like this. Okay, if you can't get this down, if you can't get your ankles forward, you'll only come to there, and then you'll start rounding. A, you can't put your hips back because they're jammed, and B, you can't go any forward at the ankles because they're jammed, and then you just come forward like this. So put a weight on your back. It turns into a good morning, and the weight's right out here, and the back is just being left for dead at the back, right behind here, because there's so much distance between the weight and the lever. So if you haven't got the ankle mobility or the hips to come down and then forward, okay, you'll probably need to go single leg sort of stuff, which opens you up a lot more, reverse lunges, step ups, and to get that heavy strength work, that's where your deadlifts come into effect, because you can normally get your hip position before you get the right dorsiflexion. So you'll always be able to get this one if you get taught to set up correctly.